And I was attending a wine and food pairing event, and I called goat cheese ghost cheese.
Oh my gosh.
And then people, when they hear, they just look around, they feel scared. And we realized there's no ghost, it's only cheese.
Oh, cute. Oh, nice story. Yeah, and I'm sure people are like, what are you talking about?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show today. My name is John Drummond, or 杨浩恩.
Hello, 大家好，欢迎各位再度来到 NG 英文，我是 Angela。
We have a great show for you today with my good friend Sherry, who is known around the Taiwanese community as Wen Wen.
没错，今天我们邀请到了才华洋溢的袖珍软陶艺术家兼创业家温温到节目上跟大家做分享。
My guest today is Taiwanese. She is an entrepreneur, miniatures, craft creator, world traveler, and so much more. So everyone, please welcome my good friend Wen Wen.
Hi, thank you, John, for having me here.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us today on NG Wen. You are so talented. You are an entrepreneur. You are an artist. You are a global thinker. You are a master and a student. And I am so glad to share a bit about your art journey and your language journey today. So can you share with our audience a little bit here on NG Wen? What do you do? Who are you?
Okay. I'm an artist, and I run a shop in Heping Donglu. And then I play with clay, and I create lots of miniatures and tiny stuff with clay.
You are so humble because you create really beautiful, really complicated stuff. Collectibles, chopsticks, food scenes, maybe mountainous scenes, like all different types of scenery. Is that correct?
Yeah, I do. We do like room boxes.
Yeah,
yes.
These boxes, yeah. And I love it. You have a studio,
yes,
and people can actually come and learn how to create this clay art. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful. So you call it, is it polymer clay?
Yeah, call it polymer clay.
Polymer clay.
Yeah, some people also call it oven-baked clay.
That's right. Okay. And that's because when you put it into heat, it hardens. Is that correct?
That's right.
Uh-huh. It's so beautiful. I really hope everyone can view this on your Instagram or your website. But I want to share a little bit about your story with South Africa, your good friend Manda,
Yes.
and your journey into art. So can
Yes.
you share, how did you get inspired to begin kind of your art journey?
I was in South Africa for 15 years, and that's where I met my tutor to the art of polymer clay, and her name is Manda. And that time I was just make something for fun, and I will make something in my spare time and go to lots of fairs with Manda to meet lots of artists. And I didn't know it can change my life and become part of my career.
Yeah, because at the time, like you said, it was a hobby.
Yes.
And when did that kind of transition happen where you felt that this could be now the future of Wen Wen? This could be your career and you could kind of start your own company?
When I moved back from South Africa to Taiwan, and I started a business called Anything Handcrafted. The reason I started a business because my parents, they actually old, and I want to be more free for my time. And I see in the market, there's lots of people enjoying doing some DIYs. And then there's very few people know about polymer clay. That's why I get that into my career.
That's so cool. And that's really your entrepreneurial mind at
Yes.
work. And it's so fun because actually the way we got to meet was through my CEO and founder, Charlie. You and Charlie are part of BNI here in Taiwan, which is business founders and this networking group. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome, Wen. So you actually have an exhibit right now with some of your miniature art crafts. Is that correct?
And polymer clay.
And the polymer clay, yes. Can you share a bit about this exhibit?
It's actually a whole year exhibition, but we are dividing into part 1 and 2. And for the first part that are exhibiting now, it's mainly about telling you what is polymer clay and what you can do with polymer clay and all the possibility. And I put lots of work of my own and from my studio, my team, and I also invite some other very great artists that's been using polymer clay as their medium to come and do an exhibition together in the Miniature Museum of Taiwan.
That's so cool. The Miniature Museum of Taiwan. And yeah, what is that in Chinese again?
袖珍博物馆.
Yeah.
Okay, they are a very nice museum because their contemporary miniature collection is now ranking world #1.
Prepare to be blown away. Yes. So I know a lot of your focus right now is on chopsticks and
Yes, that's right.
creating new, now fun, functionable ways to create art on everyday things.
Yeah, that's right.
That's so cool. So can you share a bit about these chopsticks? They're beautiful. They're made of titanium, is that correct?
Yes. Around 2 years ago, my partner and we came up with the idea to make functional art because we want people to enjoy the beauty of the art in this form and in their daily life. And I tried to use polymer clay to cover the chopsticks. And the patterns and technique I used are designed by myself.
It's so cool. They're beautiful and they're very light, but they're balanced in their weight. And I think you were saying they're hollow on the inside. Yeah. And then the actual clay creates this nice weight on the back of them to balance out your food when you pick it up. That's so cool. It's almost like designing and mathematics and art all at the same time.
And we do want people to carry a eco-friendly chopstick with them. I think for hygienic reason as well. And pure titanium is oil-free. So when you finish to eat something, even it's very oily, you can just put some water on your paper or tissue and you can wipe it with the tissue.
Yeah.
Then it will be very clean.
Oh, I love that, the eco-friendly focus. Yeah, and you're saying the titanium, it's healthy.
There's no toxin
that will come off with heat. And when you're eating oily food, that's beautiful. Congratulations. That's so, so cool.
Thank you.
Awesome, Wen.
刚才在一开始的时候，他们不是有提到温温在台北和平东路上有经营一间工作室吗？除了卖各种背景主题的软陶作品以外，也提供一个环境让客人可以来上课，好跟他一起学怎么做这些可爱又精致的袖珍型陶土。讲到这边，大家应该不难猜到今天我们要介绍的字肯定跟袖珍脱不了关系。没错，你猜对了，今天第一个我们要来讲的就是主角袖珍这个字。它的英文说法就是刚才前面访谈你们听到的 miniature， 像袖珍屋除了可以说是 miniature house， 他们刚刚讲的 room box 也是一样意思。好 room box， 或者像我们这间亚洲第一座的袖珍艺术主题博物馆就是 miniature museum。 那你现在可能想说那这个字跟迷你裙的迷你有关系吗？有，但是也没有。怎么说呢？如果我们把 miniature 当形容词来用的话，那就有关系，因为它们就都是指小型或是迷你的。但是嘞，如果当作名词来用的话，虽然说 miniature 还是保有它袖珍的意思，但 mini 指的就会变成是 miniskirt 迷你裙了。第二个我们要讲的是软陶，大家不晓得刚才有没有听出来，英文可以说是 polymer clay，或者因为它需要放到烤箱的特性，也有人叫它 oven baked clay。 再来讲到的是温温他之前住在南非的生活经验，跟一开始在和软陶接触的分享。原来他之前在南非住了很长一段时间，那在当时呢，软陶对他而言还只是一个小小的兴趣，只是做好玩的而已。虽然那时候常他都会跟软陶老师一起参加各种相关活动去认识其他艺术家，但也都只是维持在一个兴趣阶段。 直到后来搬回台湾陪爸妈，成立了巧手本铺之后，才发现台湾的 DIY 市场好像还不小很多人都喜欢自己动手做一些小东西，但是还不太有人知道软陶的存在跟它的好玩。所以我们这位充满创业精神的温温马上抓住商机，把软陶呢融入到他的手作事业。现在不但很成功，而且今年在袖珍博物馆和其他艺术家还一起开展览，介绍软陶的各种相关知识和他们的个人作品。那有兴趣的听众朋友说不定可以找个时间去现场看看哦，只是口罩记得戴哦。好，那除了刚刚讲的软陶以外，温温其实也有在做很厉害的钛金块，目的是希望社会大众也可以在生活中像筷子这种常见的东西身上发现艺术的美。他们这一系列的筷子特别的地方就在于它是空心的，而且因为是钛金嘛，所以非常非常轻，在筷子末端的地方还结合了软陶元素，让原本简单平凡的一双筷子看起来又特别又有设计感。来，这部分有几个字我们听一下，一个是刚刚讲的钛合金，好，它的英文说法是 titanium。 好，这大家如果有在听西洋流行歌的话应该不太陌生，因为2011年的时候不是有一首歌就叫做 Titanium 金刚不坏吗？没有听过的话可以去听听看哦，我觉得还不错，说不定你们还可以学到几个新单字，有没有？而且还是电音界的传奇 DJ 大卫库塔做的。好啦，不废话，我们继续回来看单字。认识了钛合金之后，那听众朋友你们知道铝合金怎么说吗？钛合金、铝合金。铝合金就是一般我们用的铝箔纸，有没有？如果是以美式发音、美式英文来说的话是 aluminum， 但如果是英式英文呢，就会变成是 aluminium。 好，瞬间多了一个母音在字尾，有没有？而且还有点饶舌。好啦，那这段内容就先在这边告一段落，我们赶快继续听下半段的分享吧。
Thinking a little bit about maybe the future
Yes.
for Wen Works,
Yes.
company, and your life. What do you want to be focusing on now with your art?
Okay, my dream and my vision is for as many people as possible to enjoy owning and using my chopsticks. And I am expanding my line to introduce more variety. I aim to become a household name. And I want to inspire students to the art of polymer clay and open the world of miniature to more people, especially children, as they are the new generation.
A nice little speech there. I love that. And
but last but not least, I want to travel again more.
yes, I understand completely. Well, if you don't mind, can we transition a little bit
Yes.
into kind of the story of your life and your language? You mentioned earlier that you lived in South Africa for 15 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so can
Yeah.
you share a little bit about your story?
Yes, I was born and finished my study in Taiwan, and way after I moved to South Africa. I was there for 15 years and managing an IT company. I spent 1 year in between in Sydney to get my master degree. And I really enjoyed the weather and the good wine in South Africa. And that's where I met my very good friend, Manda Tia, who introduced me to the art of polymer clay, and that changed my life.
Changed your life forever. Now look
Yeah.
at you. Yeah. And that's so cool. Shout out to South Africa and shout out to Manda Tia. I know you've brought Manda to Taiwan. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
and she's taught some classes with you.
Yes.
And so cool that full circle. She gets to experience your home and you got to experience her home. But South Africa must have a really special place in your heart because of your work, and
Yes.
you spent 15 years there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Afrikaans English is very fun, but it's very difficult sometimes for non-native speakers. So can you share a bit about the English experience with Afrikaans English and maybe American English and British English?
The official language is English, but for Manda, their main language is Afrikaans.
Mhm.
It's not easy to pronounce. Yeah. And then I think when I just got there, I was too shy to speak a lot. But when I do the writing, I feel my grammar was quite okay to compare with them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And what made you more confident to begin speaking more when you were living in South Africa?
I think it's because all the good colleagues and friends around me, I think they really help me a lot because they know I'm from other country. So when they speak to me, they will try to slow down. And if there's something I don't understand, they will try to explain to the way that I can understand.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's so helpful. Do you remember from your language journey, do you remember kind of any tips or advice that you could kind of share with our audience as you've had to learn English now to talk about your art, you've had to learn it to talk about IT and tech work. You've learned so much technical English. So what helped you over the years?
I think we need to find something that interests us and never be too shy to ask for help. And practice really makes perfect, and never give up. Because if you really like, for instance, listen to the music, you can go and find the words of the song and you can probably sing together. And I think that's how you learn English. And for myself, I like cooking, although I can't really cook. But I watch lots of English cooking program. Yeah, so you can start learning from something that you really feel interested in.
And it's so funny because all of your miniature art is food, and it's making me so hungry.
Yeah, I think that also helps because then I know what ingredient you need to put in that specific dish.
Yeah, and it's almost, do you think because you've created this clay food art, has that made your cooking better?
No, it's not so related at all.
Yeah. It's so interesting, though. Wow, it's so realistic. I'm so impressed with all this. Awesome. Well, I know you mentioned off air you have kind of a fun story about an English expression. One time it was at a party and you said something. Can you share about this?
Yeah, I was attending a wine and food pairing event, and I called ghost cheese. And there was definitely no ghost, only cheese.
Only cheese. Oh my gosh. Yeah. People were probably like, wait, is there a ghost? Yeah. Yeah. So you were trying to say goat cheese.
Yeah.
GOAT.
Yeah.
And you said, oh, ghost cheese. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm sure everyone had a fun laugh with you about that.
Yeah. No, they were also like scared and looking around.
Yeah, right. They're like, what do you mean there's a ghost cheese?
Keyword.
Keyword. Yeah. Nice. So your English has now taken you all around the world for your art exhibits and starting a company and sharing your art. When did your language journey begin?
Okay. Since I can remember, I like the English language. I had a very attentive and good tutor when I was 10 years old. She encouraged me to always have the teachable spirit, and therefore I believe I'm still learning.
I love that. The teachable spirit. Yeah, and that makes me think too, with your art and your language, you are now a master in both. Your language is proficient, your art is proficient, but you still stay humble and teachable. Is that correct?
Yes.
I love that. That is beautiful. That teachable spirit. I think that might be our key word of the day. Yeah, and I think about how I have a curious spirit, and I just love learning about people, and I think that is kind of a teachable spirit in a way too. And you're always learning. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, beautiful. That's beautiful. Awesome, Wen. Well, a question I love to end here on NG英文 with is, if you could go back and talk to a younger Wen, would there be any advice you give yourself about language, art, life, anything?
Yes, I will. I will tell her to definitely learn more languages. It opens the world to you. Enjoy your life more and don't take everything so seriously. And listen to your heart, follow your dreams.
Ooh, you're a poet too, huh? I love it. Yes, I also take things too seriously sometimes. And yeah, my friends always remind me, hey, laugh some more, have some fun. I'm like, oh yeah. But well said. Well said. Awesome, Wen. Well, can you share where people can find your art online, where they could sign up for classes, and where they can see some of this beautiful art?
Okay, we are on IG as well as on Facebook, and you can type in anything handcrafted, and you'll find us.
Anything handcrafted.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Or you can search When Works.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that the name of the studio? When Works?
No, it's Anything Handcrafted.
Anything Handcrafted
Yeah.
is the studio name. Okay. When Works is the company
It's
name?
Because I actually set up the company called Anything Handcrafted.
Okay.
And we start making all the clay and giving workshop.
Got it.
It's only from about 2 years ago we came up with the idea of doing something functional, like chopsticks with polymer clay. And then we make another brand which focusing on the polymer clay art form. And because I have 2 Wen in my name, that's why I called When Works.
I love it. WWW.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you're creating a brand right
Yes,
now. You're doing
another
your
brand,
branding.
yeah.
You are very smart, I know. Awesome, When. Well, shout out to South Africa. Shout out to your friend Manda.
Yes.
Manda Tia.
Yes.
Shout out to your friend Manda Tia. And thank you for sharing this beautiful art with us today on NG英文.
Thank you. Thank you, John and Charlie, for this opportunity. May I please invite people to visit our exhibition in Miniature Museum of Taiwan, currently until next year. Be prepared to be blown away with our artworks.
Yes, that's so awesome. Yes. And what's the Chinese for that exhibit? Maybe people...
软陶创意飨宴.
Okay, awesome. And yeah, go prepare to be blown away. And I couldn't agree more because I'm blown away looking at all this art right now. All right, Wen, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
下半段这边一开始，文文提到他未来除了希望可以有越来越多人喜欢他们家特别设计的钛金软陶块以外，也计划扩展他们的生产线，增加产品的多样性，好实现品牌的多方发展，变成一个家喻户晓的名字。这边我们讲的家喻户晓啊，一般如果我们想要表达这种大家都知道很受欢迎的意思的话，可能直接反应都不外乎是用 popular or well known 这类的形容词嘛，对不对？但其实也可以试着用像访谈中文文用的这个 household name， 因为 household 它虽然有家庭家中的意思，但在这里其实是带有一种普遍常见的意涵在，所以A household name 普遍常见的名字就被延伸用来表示很常听到家喻户晓的名字，家喻户晓的人，像我们希平方还有 ICRT 或是周董就也都可以说是 household names。 不过如果今天我们说的是 household waste or household expenses， 那意思就完完全全跟普遍没有关系哦，而是在指家庭垃圾、家庭开销。好，那讲了这么多关于我们来宾的软陶分享之后，他们再来提到的部分是温温以前住在南非的故事。其实呢，他是在台湾出生长大的，一直到念完书之后才搬到南非去管理一间 IT 公司，一待就是15年。那因为南非种族多元嘛，他们讲的语言有很多种，其中最主要的2种就是英文和 Afrikaans， 就是那个南非荷兰文。一开始文文他就跟我们不少学外语的学生一样，因为害羞而不敢开口说，直到后来发现他如果用写的话文法还不错加上当地遇到的同事啊朋友人也都很好，所以久而久之自信也慢慢累积起来，慢慢可以开口说。讲到这部分的时候啊，John用了一个片语来形容南非对文文的重要性，各位不晓得刚才有没有听出来？除了一般我们最直接想到的会用 important， 也可以说 something holds a special place in someone's heart。 好，就是某个东西呢在某人心中有个特别的位置。我们听个例句， Sam holds a very special place in my heart， or South Africa holds a very special place in Wenwen's heart。那如果你学英文学了好一阵子，但是一直没有什么起色的话，说不定可以参考文文的建议哦。据说我们可以朝自己有兴趣的领域去试试看，像他个人就很喜欢看美食节目，看人家做菜，有没有？虽然说自己煮的也不是说很好，但节目看了就开心啊，对不对？而且还可以学一些英文。只是说到底还是一句话啦，就是有问题就要给他问出来，而且要记得保有我们的 teachable spirit， 好，就是中文讲的受教。 保有一颗受教的心，我们才可以不停吸收，不停的学习。是说讲到美食，大家有听过或是吃过羊乳酪吗？它味道非常浓郁，我加在沙拉里面的话，整个是等级大大提升。天哪，好饿哦。那这个羊乳酪的英文名称呢，就像刚才前面文文说的，叫做 goat cheese， 不要念成 ghost cheese 哦，那变成鬼乳酪，怪怪的。不过如果你是指辣椒的话，印度倒是有一种辣椒就叫做 ghost pepper， 鬼椒，或是好像也叫做断魂椒。从它名字你大概就可以猜到那个辣度不是你能想象的。我曾经有咬过一小口，后来不知道喝了多少水，漱了多少口才稍微解脱一点点，超辣。好，那在最后呢，文文提到他希望自己可以不要太过严肃，太过认真的去看事情。有机会的话呢，也可以多学一些语言，这样子才会有更多通往世界的大门为他打开。好啦，希望大家都有从这一次的内容学到一些东西。找个时间去看看文文的袖珍展览，或是到他们网站去找找有没有喜欢的，太尽快吧，送你自用2相1哦。
Alright, bye everyone. Peace. Alright, well that is our NG英文 show for today. We hope everyone enjoyed listening to that. You can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now Spotify. You can search NG英文, or you can search on IG, NG English, ICRT. And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday morning from 6:30 to 7, and Wednesday night from 9 to 9:30. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
好啦，今天的节目就到这边告一段落啦，感谢各位的收听，别忘了订阅我们的 Spotify 还有 YouTube 频道哦。那喜欢我们节目的话，也要记得到 Instagram 到 IG 上追踪我们哦。如果各位有什么其他问题是想要问来宾的，也请欢迎在底下留言告诉我们，我们一定会想办法帮你问到手。好啦，那就下周在空中相会咯，拜拜。